All right. Going through kind of more hip heavy workout. So we're going to start with little mini hops just for about 20 seconds here. Again, whenever I'm working hopping, I'm focused on, can I keep my ribs and hips stacked? That way I feel strong through my midsection, don't get a lot of compression through my spine. And then I'm just getting little pops through my feet, mainly on the balls of my feet. And stop there, going right into my hip circles, 5 and 5. And reverse. I'm again really trying to exaggerate that hip circle line, all while holding my foot position. And then I'm going into my side bends next, 5 each way, sliding my hip off to the side as I'm pulling down through my ribs. And then feet tight together, go into that posterior pelvic tuck, so really tighten my butt and my stomach, and then go into my upper back blood circles. After 5, reverse. Good, and then we're gonna go back to your mini hops, and you should feel that your spine and everything feels a bit more happy. Should feel a bit more alive too on those pops off the ground. Like the floor is giving you some electricity. And good there. And we're gonna go right into your roll down. You're gonna go offset stance. So you got one foot slightly back. We're gonna kind of bias my left hip here, roll it down, keep my leg as stiff as I can, walk it out, and then lift my right leg up, walk in, and then try and come up like a teeter-totter. And repeat. Roll it back down, walk out to that push-up position, lift that right leg up, keep my hips square, walk in, drive up, 2, roll back down, walk out, lift and walk in, 3, roll down, walk out, lift, walk in. That's 4, same thing other side, left foot back, roll it down, walk out, lift, walk in, up, 1, roll down, walk out, lift, walk in, 2, roll it down, walk out, lift, walk in, 1 more, roll down, walk out, lift, walk in. Coming up and dropping down 4-point position. I want you to go into your bird dog reaches here. So opposite arm and leg are gonna extend out. Again, make sure you're really pushing through the floor, that you're not sinking, and letting that down arm bend, and then elbow to knee come together. Same 2 points, reach out, pull in. We got 6 in a row here. 3, 4, 5, last one, 6. Switch sides. Pressing out, pull together. 1, reach, 2, reach, 3, 4, really reaching each time I come out, 5, and 6. And we're gonna go straight leg out to the side. My heel is in line with my knee or slightly in front. Both hands are out in front. I'm just gonna go into my rock back, pushing back as far as the straight leg allows, driving forward. If this bent leg is the restrictor, then I want you to move your straight leg foot farther forward. So that becomes the main restrictor in the movement. Do 6 rock backs here. One more here. Do one extra just in case. Good. Same thing other side. Again, note foot is in line or slightly in front of my down knee, and then working my rock back. I'm trying to keep my spine long. Both arms are staying locked. I'm not going into that turtle position. 4, 5, and 6, and then we're going to drop down. So that was long axis, kind of inner thigh adductor mobility work. Now we're going to go short axis. So you put your legs in your frog position. So that means your feet will be inside the width of your knees. Inside portion of your feet are trying to drop down towards the ground. I'm on both elbows, and then I'm going to work on sliding back as much as I can, as much as those hips allow, and then driving forward, pushing back, going forward again, still trying to primarily maintain my spinal position. I'm not letting excessive tucking occur and or extension occur as I'm going back and forth there. If it's really uncomfortable, work on a deep breath in and out every time you hit those end ranges, just to help facilitate some better motion. One more here. And then going right into my 3-way hip opener. So I go half kneeling, work on tucking my pelvis. So again, think of that, it's called a posterior tilt, where the top of the backside of my pelvis tilts backwards. Right away, you feel that quad stretch, and then I'm just driving straight forward continuously while working on tensioning through my butt on that down leg side. Just have 6 in a row. After 6, then we're going to open up 45 degrees out. Notice my foot still pointed forward. And then I'm going to slide 6 in a row, going more in that diagonal plane, more transverse plane if we're looking at the 3 planes. And then open straight out to the side. Now my foot is pointed in that direction. I'm going to block my hip open, make sure my hips are still forward, and then now I'm going directly laterally there as I shift forward and back. Good. And then same thing other side. And going forward first. If you want to add a reach with this on the down leg arm side, you can. But usually only do that if you're actually holding your pelvis in a good position, because it will actually want to provoke you from going out of that position if you're not doing a good job holding it. And then open up for that more transverse plane motion. So that first plane was that sagittal plane. Here we're going more transverse. Again, my torso is still straight ahead. And then open completely to the side, block the knee out, and then right into that frontal plane. And notice my heel is still staying down on all these drills. That way we're addressing some of that ankle motion, but also foot stability, keeping that heel bone calcaneus down there. Once you finish number 6, then use your chair, bench. You can even use the wall. I'll just demonstrate off of the bench here. Going into my hamstring heavy, so I'm going to have to really dig those heels in. One leg is off, and I'm pulling up and then slowly going down to my single leg, heel elevated glute bridge. If this is too hard off of 1, then you can always just do 2. 8 reps. Got 1 more. And same thing other side. You should not be sliding or scooting away from the bench, wall, or chair, whatever you're using. If you are, that's letting you know you're pushing as opposed to pulling. So you need to think heel towards your butt more, drive up. Good. Finish both sides there. Let's come up to your feet. We're gonna go right into your leg cradle, into your forward lunge. So I'm gonna go slightly at an angle here. Leg cradle, grabbing the outside of my knee, inside of my foot, and then forward step out of it. Bring my feet together and then pull back up into the leg cradle. 6 reps. Again, I'm trying to own that single leg stance before I step back out. If this feels easy for you, you can always challenge by pressing from the down position of your lunge all the way up into that single leg stance. It gets a little more challenging there. After 6, switch it up. Leg cradle, forward lunge. Every time I'm doing that leg cradle, I'm trying to pull my knee towards that same side shoulder. 3 more. Also, as I'm dropping, I'm trying to stay as vertical as I can with my torso, not breaking forward. Last one. And we'll shift into your 5-step squat. So again, squat stance, easy way of remembering that width. If I jump and land where my feet land, that's usually where my body likes my feet to be in my squat. I'm gonna hinge down, grab my toes, sink into my squat, push my knees apart, bringing my hands together, reach overhead, and then stand up. Remember, you can always block your heels up on something here. We'll do 8 in a row. Pry, reach, stand for 2, drop, squat, pry, reach, stand for 3. Make sure you're not holding your breath. You want to be really trying to execute nice, solid, deep breath here. Trying to expand your diaphragm. And you're going through the movements. 2 left. Last one. Good work. And then we're going to go right into your single leg RDL. Remember, if you're losing balance on this one, you can always go from that offset stance as well. And we're going up in my single leg high knee position, hinge my hips back as I'm reaching out, and then cycling all the way back up. Do 8 in a row. I'm focusing on trying to keep my hips as square to the ground as I can, not letting my hip open up, which is what your body wants to do because it goes for the easy route. When I'm doing these, I'm focusing on keeping my eyes on the same spot, usually a few feet in front of me on the ground, and then pressuring through my big toe, primarily where it starts to come out from my foot. So keeping not the navicular, can't remember, like cuneiform bones down as I go through this. Good, and then same thing other side. Knees up, reach, cycle up. You're gonna have a soft bend in my standing leg. I'm trying to keep my shin angle as vertical as possible. Kind of imagine someone's pulling on my up foot, pulling me backwards as I go down. Ready to go. Good work. And then right into your sprinter lunges. So again, more hip heavy work. So sprinter lunge, I like everybody to first get into the end range or the back range position to understand where you're at. So I want you to step back as far as you can, striving for a straight line from basically your ears all the way down through shoulders, hips, and heel. So I feel a lot of load right now on my forward leg, and then I'll be driving off my forward leg, pulling my hips forward, not pushing so much off my back leg to slide all the way up to my start position and then right back down. If balance is challenging for you, and you can always just go to your toe tap here and then back. So we'll do 10 on one side, switch 10 on the other. So then reach it back, drive up. 2, 3, I like to use my sprinter arms. 4, so I got that contralateral action as the right leg comes up, left arm comes up. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We can always turn that more dynamic into a skip as well. Same thing other side. Again, first find your position, take a peek at your side view, and then go from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. And then we're going to go into your circuit. I'm going to use, you can use a super band if you have it, or kettlebell dumbbell. I'll demonstrate a couple reps of each just so you have an idea. With the super band, you would just step on it with the 2 feet and then goblet hold it up in front or rack it up in front. Remember, you have 2 choices: around the arms or between. If you're between, the knees then need to stay to the outside of the band. If you're out here, then the knees stay the inside of the band. So your 2 options for your squats, we're gonna be going 1.5 squats. That's down, halfway up, back down, all the way up. So you're gonna grab your load. If this is a dumbbell or obviously it's a kettlebell, doing the same thing from here. So 10 is your number. And here we go. Down, halfway up, down, all the way up is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Exercise 2, grab your super band, be a regular band as well, place it behind you around the outside of the hands, and then bring it through, holding across, nice strong fist, long split stance, similar to your sprinter position that we already rehearsed. Press both arms out, and then single arm, the back leg arm, presses out 10 times. 2, 3, 4, keep that other arm straight. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side, switch feet and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, keep pressing. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. And then dropping down to your back, going exactly what you did in your warm up, but adding some tempo to it. So you lie on your back, heels up on your bench or chair. We're going to go not hugging the one leg in, but you're going to extend that non-load bearing leg up over the bench, arms up, and then pull it up, and then go down. 1, 2, 3, up, 2, 2, 3, up, 3, 2, 3, strong stomach, up, 4, 2, 3, up, 5, 2, 3, up, 6, 2, 3, up, 7, 2, 3, one more, up, 8, 2, 3, other side. Again, pull, and down, 2, 3, up, 2, 2, 3, up, 3, 2, 3, up, 4, 2, 3, up, 5, 2, 3, up, 6, 2, 3, up, 7, 2, 3, last one, up, 8, 2, 3. Awesome. And then going right into your single arm row from your L-sit. So you're gonna use your band here, a little different setup. I want you to place it around one foot, and it is doubled. You can always single it if need be, and then put it underneath the other foot. So now we're gonna be doing kind of two things at once here. I'm gonna have to push against this band between my two legs. So I'm keying up my hips, and then going into my single arm row, we're just gonna stay on that same side. So right hand has it, it's underneath my left foot. I am as vertical as possible in my position. I'm going into my row from here, times 12. Again, up tall and single arm pull. 1, 2, 3, keeping pressure laterally. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, there's 2 more, 11, and 12. Switch it up. Again, when I say you can do this, if your band's too tight, what I mean by single is you just grab one section of it as you work on that pull. So it would look like that, as opposed to doubled over. 12 more on the other side, again, tall and go. 1, I'm really contracting my stomach. 2, I'm not extending through my hips. 3, and low back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then dropping to my stomach, going into my body saws with the palms facing up, legs locked out, really stiff. I want you guys to work on tucking your hips as much as you can. My butt's tight, thighs tight. I'm pushing away from the ground and then sawing forward and back. 1, 2, can always take this from my knees. 3, but I don't want to see any piking of my hips. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then you'll get recovery. For this workout, your recovery range is starting with 1-minute recoveries, and then you can take off 10 seconds, but I want you to still have at least 30 seconds. So you're not going to go like that first round of exercise that we did on workout 1 was a continual down ladder. This one will just be 60 if you choose, go 50, 40, and then 30. So at least, ideally, at least 3 rounds, but you can push this up to 6, 8 rounds of all this for a continuous, good volume workout. So good luck on that and have fun with it.